Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Noelle and I do unboxings, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also books, beauty, jewelry, travel, home decor, the very occasional dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell. And that way you'll find out whenever I post new videos, which is usually at least once a day, at least for now, whenever I announce giveaways, and of course whenever I go live. As always, if you are already subscribed, thanks again so much for being here and welcome back. And thank you especially to those of you who responded over on the community tab when I mentioned that today's video might be a little bit late. A lot of you were like, just go ahead and take the day off. One of these days I might start taking a day off in the week from posting. You guys have all kind of voted on a Monday unofficially, but I'll only do that when I absolutely have to because of my schedule, because YouTube loves a routine. I love a streak. So I also just really wanted to share this box with you because I've had it in my possession for a few days now, but I wasn't able to pre-tape because I didn't have the information card, and I really wanted to share all of the information about the beautiful items in this ELhyme summer box. Now, I do have a little bad news for you. This box is completely sold out, which is such a bummer, especially when we get to see the items, because I've already kind of did a little sneak peek looking at their QR code PDF file that tells us all about the items, and it's so lovely, you guys. The box was $90. That's the cost of the seasonal box, and I do have a coupon code for you if you decide to subscribe eventually. It's hinoel10. That will save you 10%. I'll put all of that for you in the description box below, but I do have good news now for you. She is planning to do a summer bundle, very similar price point, and some of the items that were in the summer box are going to be in that summer bundle. So don't fret, you're not totally out of luck in terms of getting your hands on some of these beautiful items. I am hoping to be able to do a summer unboxing of that bundle when we have the items in hand. So definitely stay tuned, or go and check out their website and you can actually sign up to be notified when it is available. I think it's going to be available in late May or very, very early June. So let's go ahead and get into the box though and see all of the awesome items. So what she does is she actually had that big box that you guys probably saw in the thumbnail. I went ahead and pulled some of the items out, didn't completely unpack them because I know that we like that unboxing experience, but there was a little QR code right on the top that tells me where to find that booklet. It's right on their website. Super easy to find, and I did go ahead and print out some of the information just because it's a little bit easier for me to find it instead of scrolling up and down on my phone. But I do appreciate boxes that are moving to that. I understand they're trying to be a little bit more eco-friendly. As long as there is a product card, especially if it includes the retail values, you guys know I am perfectly happy with that. So let me just read the little message from Dawn about this summer box. It says, this box has summer-ready home accents to revive your home with a summer vibe without completely redecorating or spending a lot of money. Summer decor is bringing in more natural elements to elevate the tone in your space, making it light and airy. And I feel like the whole vibe of home decor these days, whether you like modern farmhouse or contemporary or minimalist, it's all about light and airy, especially in the summer months. But I also love this idea of not necessarily having to completely redecorate your home every season. As you guys know, I don't open a lot of home decor boxes here on my channel because I live in a small condo. I don't have a lot of storage space. I can't necessarily change out everything with the seasons as much as I might like to. And with all of the items, the beautiful items that I receive or that are available to me, I really have to be very selective to keep that light and airy feeling, which is something that I do strive to do as much as possible. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, the first item that was in the box, you guys, actually is several items, and it was wrapped up in this plastic. So I'm going to go ahead and start the unboxing process. I haven't done too much because I didn't want to, I didn't want to get ahead of myself. But the first item, let me show you guys again. So you can kind of see there's some like nesting baskets here. I kind of gave you a little spoiler of a lot of the items in there, but I'm going to go ahead and pull some of the items that were sort of settled and snug in there right on out. So the first thing we have is some decorative beads. Now, this has been quite the trend for the last few years, I feel like, but I really love this one because it is not just a circle garland where it's like a closed circle, so you can really only just put it, around a vase or around a basket. This one is open, so you have a little bit more flexibility in terms of what you do with it. So I'm just pulling off the little tissue that they had, wrapping around these little like jute tassels. tassels. But what I love, you guys, of course, because you know I love a beachy home or a beachy vibe, is in addition to these beautiful wood beads that are not all the same size, are these beautiful glass beads that look like they've been sandblasted. So really, really pretty. I just was staying in a gorgeous beach vacation rental with my family, and they had some of these out in like the den, and I actually have to say I did feel like I liked them. Sometimes I've gotten these and I was like, I don't know what to do with these, but they do have a really nice vibe of kind of tying a little presentation together on a tray or, you know, on a dining table. So this is what these look like. Let me go ahead and read to you about them if I can find it. Wood beads with sea glass detail. These have a retail value of $28. So again, very, very pretty. I love the tassel too. It says handmade whitewashed wood beads with tumbled recycled glass, love that, that resemble sea glass with jute tassels. Approximate length is 40 inches. So I'm not sure where I will put these, but they kind of go with what I've got going on in the background here. So maybe you'll see them on my tray one of these days. So let me put those off to the side. Let me know in the comments below what you do with your decorative beads, if you've kind of found the right spot for them in your home. So the next item, oh my goodness, you guys, this is so pretty. So it's wrapped up in tissue, kind of slid right out. So I'm going to show you, it looks like an abalone shell tray. Now I'm not sure if this is like a soap dish, but it's kind of set into this little wood tray, which is really beautiful. You guys know I love a wood detail, especially if it's got like a lot of grain. And then, you know, abalone shell is just stunning, all of the iridescent colors that are inside of that. So super duper pretty. Let's see what this is. I'm trying to find a teak shell. Ooh, it's teak soap dish. In the retail on this is $17. I think that is really pretty. So it says beautiful handmade dish with bright and shiny abalone seashell and teak wood. Great way to add a beachy touch to any bathroom, or a trinket dish for a nightstand. Hand wash with a soft cloth. So yes, I was like immediately thinking this was a trinket dish for sort of my like beachy jewelry that I have. I think that would be super duper pretty. It's like the perfect size for like an oval soap as well, for an oval soap bar. But you guys, how pretty is that? I just think that is so stunning. I love the shell. It's like fit in there just perfect. So that's a really nice handmade piece. All right. Let's see. We have one more item that is nestled into these baskets before we get to the baskets themselves. So it looks to be like a little throw or a towel. Let me go ahead and open this up. So it is a decorative throw blanket or towel, and it retails at $22. So it's a vegetable towel. So here is what it looks like. It's from ELhyme, which is a brand that I've gotten in other boxes before. I'm loving this color. It's this beautiful cream. So I will tell you that with the summer box, there was one option which kind of determined, I think, the color palette of your box. So I went with the cream variation. There was also a light blue variation. We'll talk about that when we get to the item that sort of determined what color palette your box was in. So this is the ELhyme beautiful blanket or towel. So it's like, it says highly absorbent, incredibly fast drying, 100% cotton, made in Turkey. So it is the ubiquitous Turkish towel, one of my first for the year, I think. The size is 38 inches by 65. It says use as a throw, picnic blanket, bath towel, beach towel, pool towel, yoga mat, gym towel, or sarong. The vegetable towel is highly absorbent, incredibly fast drying. Wash in the gentle cycle, love that. Prefer air dry or low heat in the dryer. These, you guys, do dry so quickly. So it does have a few different textures in it. Hopefully you guys can see that. So it's like a very light cream and white. So really, really pretty. These are so great to have just in the car for an impromptu picnic. They dry really quickly. I love the thick twisted tassels on them. So this is a really pretty one. So it's pretty much that same weave throughout. There is like a little band where it's a little bit of a finer weave, but really nice towel. And again, it doesn't take up a lot of space. I know that's one of the concerns a lot of times when you're like, let's go for a picnic, and then you've got these big chunky beach towels or blankets or whatever. These are so easy to even tuck into a regular purse. So I do love that. Now let's take a look at our baskets. These are the Dalton organizer baskets from Leah, which I actually know more in terms of like bags is what I've seen Leah do. So this is kind of cool for them. But how nice is this? It's got this like soft, like almost fabric woven part on the bottom, and then it's got this like almost grass on the top. So love the contrast, love how light and airy it is, and also incorporating those natural touches so that it doesn't just feel like cold and minimalist, even though it is very simple. So great to be able to organize. So when you're not using all three of the baskets, you can kind of save on some space. So it says about the these Dalton organizer baskets, set of 3. They have a value of $32, which I think is actually pretty awesome. And I do think that these are going to be one of the items that is included in that summer bundle. Just a little spoiler for you guys. So it says the set of nesting baskets are made from ivory, cotton, roping, and jute, providing sustainable storage for your home. These baskets could be used to store items in the bathroom, entry table, or on bookshelves. Good ideas. It says you can wipe them clean with a wet, soft cloth. So I will definitely be using these, you guys. I think I might start using them to hold my props that I use for my photos over on Instagram, because they are starting to get a little out of hand, but I can't just like put them into boxes where I can't see what's in there, right? So this might be a great way of organizing that, or when I'm starting to organize and do a giveaway and I have a lot of small items that I like to pack on the top of the boxes. I'm sure I will find so many uses for these. I might put one in the bathroom for like extra towels. You guys let me know how you would use these baskets. I think this is a fantastic item that could kind of fit in any home, really. And then, you guys, we have a couple more items. So this is the item that was a choice item. You could have chosen a beautiful ceramic bell. It was the Jenica terracotta bell. It said, this charming hand-thrown terracotta piece hangs happily from a jute cord and is hand-painted with an abstract sunburst patterning. And it does say that you want to, it may like kind of age a little bit if you hang it outdoors, but it was really pretty. And that was with the light blue variation. I chose the wooden tray, you guys, which has a value of $24. How cool is this sort of like rough hewn tray? It does have this like jute wrap on the little handles. It looks like you could do so much with this. You could probably like display some pillar candles. Again, you could roll up some towels. I mean, you could just have the tray itself is really stunning. I just think it's really neat. It might look good with those beads in it, of course. So it says, add a touch of rustic whimsy to your home decor with this vintage style tray boasting rope wrapped handles for dynamic look you'll love to style. So again, it's wood, metal, and jute. It is 15.5 inches by 3 3/4 by 6 1/2. So that gives you the idea. So it's pretty narrow, which I like because I do now have quite a few trays. They all kind of look different, but they also kind of go together because they're all very simple, which is what I love. So I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with this. You could also just put some like decorative balls in there, like decorative wicker balls or like those moss balls. So this is really a decorative piece, I think. It's not like you're gonna serve food on a tray like this, but you guys let me know if you have any ideas what I should do with this. This is something you could also use for your seasonal decor if you have smaller items to just change out the colors by the season. Maybe put some like fairy lights and some shells in there. Who knows? You do you, and that's kind of the fun thing. I like items like this where you get to customize the home decor pieces to suit your style and your home. And then we have one final piece, you guys, which did come in its own box. I did go ahead and cut the top of it open so that I could get into it, and this is sort of the hero item, I believe, in the box. It is all wrapped up, but I did save the fun bubble wrap opening for you guys. So let me go ahead and see if I can get in there. So forgive the sounds. I know some of you cannot stand it, and others of you just kind of like love the experience, the ASMR of it. I'll try to keep it to a minimum as much as I can. But I also have to be very careful, and you guys know if you've been watching my channel, I get really nervous when I'm opening fragile items on camera. So then inside of the bubble wrap, are you starting to see what it is? I'm giving you little sneak peeks along the way. It is this gorgeous Jodhpur blue bubble vase, and it retails at $26, which you guys, I think is a great value on it. Look how pretty this is. Isn't that gorgeous? I just think the shape is awesome. It looks like a giant wine glass, doesn't it? It says, beautiful vase from fair trade artisans in India. Blow this glass vase with tiny bubble inclusions and granulated glass frit, giving each a unique effervescent pattern and textured interior. Contains recycled glass. So it says, decorate a shelf, windowsill, or an entry hallway table. The vase is beautiful alone. I absolutely agree. With fresh flowers, or fill with your favorite seashells. Hand wash with a soft cloth. So you guys know I love collecting the seashells from some other home decor and beach boxes and kind of stacking them up. You could again make this very seasonal, so you could do seashells, like white seashells in the summer, maybe again with fairy lights if you wanted to get creative. And you know, in the winter you could collect pine cones in there, for example. I'm not sure what you would do for the other seasons, but it's so pretty, and I kind of love the random inclusions. It's not just bubbles. There's actually like what they called frit in there. So almost like, it's like a very rustic kind of glass, but at the same time it's very thin, so I was curious to see. It's not one of those super chunky ones. There is definitely a little risk of this breaking. It would make a great vase though, with something a little bit bigger on top, I think, or even dried flowers, so that you don't have to worry about changing it out, which might be a good idea for someone like me. Of course, you could drape the beautiful garland around it somehow, or even in it if it was like kind of tracing its way through something in a different color, like the pine cones, for example, or the shells. You could have that kind of inside of it. I just think this is so, so pretty. I love that it is the fair trade item that was featured for the summer box. Let me know what you guys would do. Would you put kind of gather some seashells in there? Would you put fresh flowers in there? I know you guys love your fresh flowers. Would you, maybe you can even float something in there? That would be really pretty if you did like a perfumed water and floated some rose petals, depending on the table. If you had it like on a lower coffee table, that could be really pretty as well. But I just think this is such a stunning piece. I'm not sure if this is going to be in the summer bundle, but I, again, have a little sneak peek on some of the items that will be in there, and they are going to be equally gorgeous. They could definitely complement this box if you were lucky enough to snag one of these. You do want to be on that waiting list, you guys, to get that next one. So I just thought this was so awesome. Let's go over it one more time. Total retail value on this box was awesome too. So we got this blue bubble vase. I just think this is so cool, so unique as well. We got our Dalton organizer baskets, the set of 3. These are very useful. We got our decorative throw blanket or towel in this nice Turkish cotton. We got our beautiful teak shell soap dish or trinket dish, which is what I'm going to definitely use it for. We got our wood beads, which I love because they have the sea glass detail, so it gives it a little bit of a beachy feel to it. So we did get some light blue in this variation as well. And then finally, we got our really cool rustic rectangular tray that I have to figure out exactly what I'm going to do with it. So especially for maybe some photos for you guys over on Instagram. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I do appreciate it if you are watching it when it posts. I appreciate if you watch it all the way through. And of course, I would love it if you gave it a thumbs up and commented below. It definitely helps my channel out. I hope you have a fantastic day, and to see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.